Say, what if I cut my hair?
I don't know. Let's ponder this. I mean, we have to think about the...
Too late, already did it.
Meh. Behold, his new haircut. Everyone, tell Doug how pretty he looks. What? Welcome back, everyone, to our live reaction and Marvel Plus review show of Marvel's What If, titled...
Say what now?
So today is an episode that I personally have been looking forward to. What if I told you that Tony Stark never got into an accident and thus never became Iron Man? What if I told you that instead he was rescued by a war criminal?
I've always thought it was a mistake that they killed off Killmonger.
Yeah, I gotta say, Killmonger has gotta be one of the best Marvel villains we've had so far. It's weird because on the surface you really shouldn't like the guy, given how he has no qualms with killing people to meet his own goals. How he basically tries to destroy Wakanda, turns it into like a military base to basically overthrow the world for his own purposes. But then you hear his reasoning behind it, you see his backstory, and you kind of agree with the guy. I mean, he even changes T'Challa's mind about having Wakanda help the rest of the world through everything that he put them through. So you gotta give the guy kudos to that. Plus, Michael B. Jordan's just a great actor. He is fantastic. I love the guy. And I'm so glad he came back for this, because it's gonna be awesome.
Plus, given all the problems that we've been having with getting a suitable replacement for Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, it feels like such a loss now that we really should not have killed off Killmonger, because he really would make for a good potential replacement.
Yeah, totally. I mean, heck, even my dad, who real critical of like Marvel films and stuff, he actually really liked Killmonger and said that the actor would have been a fantastic replacement for Black Panther, which I gotta admit I wholeheartedly agree with, but as we well know, unless they pull some sort of magical bullshit, whatever, multiverse. Their way out of this, that's probably not gonna happen, but who knows? Once the Doctor Strange movie comes out, I'm guessing anything
goes.
Yep. Because I would like to see him, like, sort of become an anti-hero, or at least have a redemption arc. And I mean, if you look at his backstory, if he had actually had his family there, if he actually had people to support him, he probably wouldn't have become as radicalized as he was in the movie. And speaking of radicalized, I have a feeling that's the route we're going to be going in this episode. Because when I saw the trailer, this was like the first thing they showed, and I like practically shit my pants because I thought it was like so amazing. I'm like, wow, this is great. There's so much potential with this. But it also means that since we don't get Iron Man Tony Stark, we're probably going to get war criminal Tony Stark, because after all, his company, before he changed it, did sell war weapons. So naturally, him teaming up with a war criminal is just a big recipe for disaster. And given how persuasive Killmonger can be, he's probably going to convince Tony to basically unleash his arsenal on the world. Probably under the pretense of, you know, saying that it's for the sake of keeping peace. And another thing I feel like is going to happen is that once again, Tony's probably going to die in this. Seriously, this is the 4th time in 2 years I've had to watch Tony Stark die. 3rd time in a month span. What the hell? He is almost dying as many times as Vision and Loki at this point.
But Cap survives. Aside from zombies, but...
Bullshit, though. Stop picking on the guy with the heart condition. That's discrimination. But I guess we'll see where this goes. Like I said, I'm pretty certain it's going to be in the direction that I predicted. I'd be shocked if it didn't, but either way, this should be one hell of a time, and I look forward to seeing Michael B. Jordan's performance. So let's get started. Let's see what happens when we get Tony Stark, millionaire philanthropist / potential war criminal, and play.
What if I told you we were sinning the opening credits? Or the opening logos?
First Happy comes back, and then Chadwick Boseman.
Angela Bassett's back.
As his mom.
Andy Serkis is back!
Yes!
Don Cheadle!
Yes! And Paul Bettany. So Vision? Or Jarvis?
Jarvis.
Right, Jarvis. I should keep a timer to see how long before he pops up in this in the background.
Every journey has a beginning, but change.
Wow, fucking record!
I suspected that was gonna happen too.
He's not even shrouded or anything, he's just standing there. Oh, snap. Look at that.
And actually, didn't they even say he served in Afghanistan, too? Yeah.
Mind by me. Killmonger? What is that, German? A nickname.
That's a totally trustworthy guy.
Really a good fit. I see where they got it. Heroes are not born. They're forged in darkness.
Yeah, well, that clearly didn't happen.
Shaped in battle.
Yeah, they did that. Actually, shit, a lot of the Avengers wouldn't have happened when you think about it.
Iron Man.
Tony Stark didn't make anything in a cave with scraps.
I did. Never travel anywhere that doesn't have a Four Seasons.
Since on the day of the attack, his unit was stationed 400 clicks away.
If you're trying to imply that he had advanced knowledge of the attack,
She'd be right. I uncovered plans to assassinate Tony Stark while on a deep cover operation inside the Ten Rings.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's gonna be a wrap on this conversation.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Because those plans were bankrolled by Stark Industries COO Obadiah Stane.
Oh, shit.
Wire transfers, bank documents, phone records, Google it. I just dropped it all online.
You son of a security!
He didn't even get to be in the suit. You got knocked the fuck out, man!
I'll say this for the new guy. He certainly makes for good TV. Right? I owe it all to you. And that's why I want you by my side 24/7 as my new COO.
Wait, you're giving him Obadiah's job?
You, me. We'll be like Butch and Sundance.
They died.
I find it ironic
Okay,
how he's suddenly
that
buddy-buddy
remains,
with a
I
soldier
need a
after
killer.
clashing with
Figurative
Cap
one.
so much.
But hey, a literal one can't hurt either.
Yeah, Pepper knows what's up.
So, Colonel Rhodes.
Made quite a name for himself since joining the SEALs as part of an elite ghost squad that specializes in high-target wet work.
Please tell me that's plumbing.
Assassinations.
Jeez, glad I asked for clarification.
All in all, I'd say he's done pretty good for a kid from Oakland.
It's my job to sniff out exactly what it is they want with them.
And what do you smell?
Nothing. And that's the problem. Everyone wants something.
And that was for your Emmy consideration for Don Cheadle's, couple of
I
lines.
built everything in here myself. A lot of good it did, dear old dad. What about you? You close with yours?
Nah. He died too. Gang violence. I developed plans for an automated combat drone. Thought I was going to make human soldiers obsolete if I could never crack the interface.
Because you didn't have me. Let's do this. Let's build your science fair project. You saved my life. I'd like to return the favor.
Ooh, you are falling into his
Search
trap.
the MIT doctoral thesis database. Project...
Liberator.
That doesn't look ominous or anything.
Design choice.
What? I like anime.
Worst case scenario, we'll end up with the world's most expensive Gundam model.
Mitz.
It's only a failure if it explodes.
Meh.
Okay, that changes things. If we could miniaturize an arc reactor... Well, that's a dumb idea.
Meh.
Vibranium. With the right juice, it can act as a self-sustaining energy source.
Yeah, now you're thinking. Too bad Pops used up the last of it during the war.
Not all of it.
Huh.
You just gotta have the right hookup.
I might have just the guy.
Ulysses Claw? No, Johnny. Absolutely not. In case you forgot, Stark Industries is not in the business of fraternizing with black market arms dealers.
She's right, Tony. I agree.
Wait, what?
I mean,
If things go south, shareholders are gonna flip.
About that vibranium.
Oh, no foreplay, eh?
this was before he got his arm cut off, right?
Waste the time anyway.
Yeah, I think he gets his arm cut off during Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Shame you won't have the vibranium arm.
Where did you find all this?
Ah.
Hi, T'Challa. I'm Batman. Oof. He just, I am a man, him. City, bitch, your weapon's gonna harm me.
Quarrel is not with you, Ghana. Sorry, cuz. That ain't gonna fly. I wish it didn't have to go down like this. Look at this.
Just killed him?
This I'm really feeling.
Eric, why?
Why wear the uniform of your own oppressors? Fight for them, die for them.
Kid, you gotta be part of the system to change the system.
Nah, you could burn it down.
Ooh.
Shit. And of course he plants a weapon on him.
My,
Hypocrite.
I would not want to play chess with you, my friend. All played out just as you predicted it would.
Of course, now there's a whole big international incident between Wakanda and America.
What? Airport gift shop out of Toblerone's?
Last I checked, your name's on the building.
And the paper trail. You certainly saw to that. but not to everything. Word of the wise, never play Clue with Jarvis. Police are the law. I want justice.
Huh.
You?
Justice!
You never did in your life. What, you gonna ask Pepper to come and kill me?
Ooh.
You were right. Vibranium worked like a charm.
Okay, well at least he has one robot with him. What's a gun gonna do? You have 40 seconds to comply.
You program the drone yourself? Your moves are his moves.
I guess I have to freestyle then.
We know all the same moves, so I've got the upper hand.
Abs. Ooh.
Oh, look at that. He's been impaled.
Believe it or not, Tony, I was really hoping you wouldn't make the cut.
Poor choice of words there.
It was you and me against the world.
The difference between you and me, that you can't see the difference between you and me.
And once again, Tony dies.
How did none of this get captured on security?
Jarvis was wiped clean. Conveniently.
What are you implying, Pepper?
Oh, I don't know. 3 murders in 2 days and 1 man at the center?
You were talking to a highly decorated naval officer.
It's cool, General. Cut the lady some slack. Her and Tony were tight.
The U.S. military is hereby seizing control of all Stark Industries assets.
You must
Fuck
be
you,
joking.
No one
Ross.
has ever accused me of being funny, Miss Potts. You work for me now.
Yes!
Well, you're definitely gonna die.
See, my vibranium's been put to good use. Hey, boy! Come on, you better get going. Not looking to meet the business end of one of their spears, if you know what I mean. Savage. Like you said, Wakandans are full of surprises.
Yep. Now it plays out the same way, except this time they don't have T'Challa there.
Yeah, an offering of justice.
Actually, now he has to deal with T'Chaka.
Ijobusa had no children.
You were led to believe that. Let us believe that.
The drones are made of a vibranium alloy, just like your weapons, almost indestructible.
Oh, please. They're built by Americans. We'll be home in time for lunch.
It will not be that easy.
Why should we trust you with our people's lives?
I know what it's like to have someone taken from me, and if I had the chance to avenge my father, I wouldn't hesitate.
He's really good at playing both sides.
You murdered your son.
Oh, nice to see his mom in action. Bombay!
So this basically makes Killmonger Emperor Palpatine.
I was just thinking that. This is Clone Wars if done a lot faster and much better. So I guess Wakanda would technically be the Separatists.
Are you certain about this, Baba? Entrusting our fate to this outsider.
He is family. Open the shields.
Yeah, that don't mean shit.
Wakanda. So the rumors are true.
Now y'all are gonna die. They're coming right for us.
They're coming right for us.
What the hell is going on?
Know that wherever life's journey takes you, you'll always have a home in Wakanda.
I want a little bit more than that.
Yep. Knew that was happening. Now y'all are gonna die. Sorry. Rhino power for the win. Thank God those spears are useful against those things. I killed robots with a trident. Symbolism! God damn it, Watcher, go away! You were creeping me the fuck out! Much better ending for him.
Everything the light touches is yours.
Literally.
Your expectations. It surpasses them. I am a loyal servant of Wakanda, Your Majesty. Let me be of service.
With this herb, you shall become the next Black Panther.
Yep. It was like them going to the other plane with like the other Black Panther.
worth it? The cure is power, and now I have it.
Because you stole it. Power and
This is so creepy seeing him talk from beyond the grave.
It will get the best of you eventually.
I want all Jericho missiles locked and loaded by 0600.
Yes, sir.
All due respect, sir, isn't that a lot of firepower to aim at a country most Americans can't find on a map?
By tomorrow, they won't need to.
Oh, Lord. Huh.
How How did you get in here?
I'm here to help Miss Potts.
I knew it. He killed Tony. And your brother? How did you get this?
Mr. Stark was a genius, but he's not the only genius. It appears we have a common enemy.
Unfortunately, your side and mine refuse to see it.
So, let us open their eyes together.
Heroes are never really gone.
That was a really damn good villain story.
Yeah.
I love it. Seriously, it is so hard to pull off a good villain story and keep them the villain by the end, but this did it. Like, kudos.
Further proof of just what a freaking good villain Killmonger was.
I know, he's a fucking genius and I love it. It's like you said, he's like Palpatine if he was done right. And they didn't have to make everybody fucking stupid in order for his plan to be pulled off. He did it convincingly. Every scene turns on a dime. You think you know what he's gonna do, but then it's like, nope, he actually has this in mind. And it's like, wow, that's genius. Oh man, this was amazing. Seriously, I love me a good villain story, but so many movies mess it up. Like, they try to make them the anti-hero, or they change them by the end and try to make them more likable at the expense of their villainy, but no, this kept it. I am so glad this turned out the way it did. And yes, I know, we had tons of death, including another Tony death.
And Rhodey.
And Rhodey. And T'Challa. I know, added to the counter ding, but I don't care, man. This was amazing. I loved it.
And we also had to watch Andy Serkis die again the same exact way.
I mean, come on. He was a racist asshole. How else was he gonna die?
Still, it sucks watching Andy Serkis die.
Yeah. Technically, Vision died again when you think about it. Because remember, he wiped Jarvis clean of the system. And he's basically proto-Vision.
He killed Vision before Vision could become Vision.
Oh my god. Another add to the counter. Ding!
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't kill King T'Chaka, yeah.
I imagine that's probably further down the line because he still needs to get the full approval of everyone in Wakanda. And yeah, he definitely got brownie points for that battle.
Oh, yeah, no. He absolutely needed the loyalty.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised he didn't just go and subtly kill off T'Chaka.
Well, given his already massive body count before this, he probably wanted to let the heat die down a bit. This is probably more of a long game.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's always been a long game. It always will be a long game. But it's like, he can basically pull it off whenever he wants.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a matter of get it in his favor, but it will happen.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And everything else I loved about it. The artwork was great, the action was great, voice acting, for the most part. I don't really care for the Tony Stark voice actor, and Pepper was kind of flat. But everyone else did a good job. And I like seeing T'Challa's mom get all badass.
Yes!
Part of me wondered that too. It's like, wait a minute, would she have been part of the Dora Milaje? And this proves it. Yeah, she was. And that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason that she wasn't in the movie was because she was on the run trying to save T'Challa.
Well, I'm sure she would have been badass if given the opportunity.
Yep.
Oh man, like this is definitely one of my top favorites with this. Like,
yes.
Dear God, this was so good. If memory serves me right, I know there are 3 storylines we have yet to tackle. I know we have Party Thor, which I, said might be an alternate like Thor storyline. I know we have one involving Gamora, and another one we have Ultron. I feel like that's gonna be the finale. It has to be.
What if Hank Pym created Ultron? Wait.
Like, for real? It's funny, though, because, like, I keep thinking up to this point that, we could probably connect all of these if we really tried hard enough. Definitely not with this one. This is like, let's wipe out all of the MCU movies at once and just end it at Iron Man and Black Panther.
Although, to be fair, there's still some details that could still pop up in this universe. I mean, S.H.I.E.L.D. is not seen, so, they could still be operating. Shuri and Pepper could eventually team up with them. You got Black Widow somewhere, Hawkeye.
Cap's still technically frozen.
Cap's still frozen.
I'm sure
Captain Marvel is still on space.
So yeah, theoretically it could still work.
Hulk's still around.
Yeah. I guess it just wouldn't be as organized in the way that we know it, but oh well.
Point is, the Avengers could still become a thing.
Yeah, true. Shame they won't have T'Challa, though.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it's really creepy how these episodes have been kind of foreshadowing what became of him eventually, when you think about it. Before, we have the alternate version of him as Star-Lord, and it's great but he's like out among the cosmos. And then you have the second one where he's
lost a limb.
He's lost a limb, and then he talks about death. And then you have this where he literally gets killed,
dead, yeah.
and he talks from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
I'm like, did these people know something we didn't know? Because I thought he kept that on the down low.
Honestly, I think it's just a coincidence.
True, but it's a scary coincidence.
It is a scary coincidence.
Yeah. And also, Watcher, get your ass out of the episodes already. You are pissing me off. It's one thing when he's like, oh yeah, I can't interfere, I can only watch. But then he inserts himself into like everything in the background. And it's like, dude, if for someone who wants to remain uninvolved, I'm seeing your face an awful lot now.
Yeah, no, seriously, like the progression of his appearances.
He's like getting closer and closer. I wonder if in the last episode he actually will step in and do something, and that just undoes the fucking universe.
No, that does seem like it. Or not in What If, but in Multiverse of Madness.
Like he sees all this shit happen and he's like, you know what? After seeing all that, I probably should do something.
Yeah.
And until next time, when we figure out which of the 3 storylines we're gonna follow, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm Doug MacBerrie.
And Wakanda forever! Killmonger forever!
Tony Stark made nothing anywhere and then died.
Again.
In a cave. A man cave.